Hey, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, y'all know what it was with the Powermove06. Hey, coming on today for a cash flow Sunday conversation. The first we'll get off into with a nice, awesome video with some awesome testimonies, and we'll get off into this actual deal. Let's go.
It yourself. The problem with most people, Marcella, is they try to do all of this on their own. And they don't have the 25 years of experience that everybody they're going up against has, so people are losing. When you have a company like ours, MWR Financial, Make Wealth Real Financial, who has surrounded themselves with all of these corporations, all of these experts, that made it real simple for us to upload some documents, and then you just move out the way and watch your finances grow. Let me bring up Marcella real quick. Marcella, do me a favor. Come off mute, hit that button. Tell us what the experts have actually done for you.
Hi, Bryan. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my testimony.
I love it.
I have raised my credit score. My credit score has been raised from a 672 to a 687. I had one of my bills lowered, so I have a $90 saving on my trash bill. So right now, I'm working on some things, and I'm climbing. Right. So thank you, MWR.
It sounds like you brand spanking new. You just experienced it.
I really did not know how to upload, so I had to learn that. So slow process.
All right, no, it's okay. Hey, the main thing is that you did it. I tell people, Marcella, if you can upload a picture to Facebook, this was funny. People upload Instagram all day. People upload and watch YouTube all day. People upload to Facebook all day. But I'm glad you took the time. You're above average, because most people will not upload their bills and save all this money. So already your credit score went up a few points.
Yes.
What do you think you're going to do when it goes up?
Well, I'm going to try and refinance my house payment and work on some things here. So
very good.
Yes.
Very good. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to bring up Dr. Regina. What did the experts do for you? I'm going to bring up Kim. What did the experts do for you? Come off mute and talk to me. Dr. Regina, you go first.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, family. Bryan, you're doing an absolute fabulous job. I want to thank you for allowing me to share. Before the experts, before NWR, I was in a lot of debt. I mean, I didn't even have a credit score, okay? But since working with the experts, I have been able to get my student loans forgiven. That means I don't have to pay a dime, so I'm grateful for that. And also, I have been able to decrease my debt by $16,491.18, which gave me 6 years and 7 months of being in debt, now allowing me to become debt-free in 1 year and 1 month. So now I'm 7 months ahead of schedule, because I've been paying off of my credit cards with that money that I saved for not having to pay my student loans. So I'm super excited about that. And I also have my millionaire day as well as my debt-free day. So I'm super excited about this opportunity, because without it, our family would not be the same. Also, Alvin uploaded one of our bills, our cable bill, to the bill shredder, and we was able to shave off money on that as well.
Very, very good. So we got bills going down. We got credit scores going up. We got debt and millionaire date. So your dollar bill now comes with some instructions that says, at this pace, you'll be a millionaire by a certain time.
Absolutely.
All right, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Miss Kim, I happen to know that you bought a new house. You relocated. You got all kind of good stuff happening. What happened with the experts with MWR for you?
So I uploaded those documents that you were talking about. They helped me get back $200 back into my paycheck. That's how much I was overpaying in taxes every month. I took that money. They helped me with the debt plan to where I paid off 2 credit cards, and I'm almost finished paying off my 3rd one. My credit score, because of some life changes, 646, the credit score went up to an 808. That's how I was able to get the house. But, and I keep forgetting to add this part, Bryan, I was also able to get a brand new truck the same year because of my credit score going up. So I uploaded all that stuff into the system. The debt plan has me not having a 30-year mortgage anymore. It's being paid off in 13 years.
Nice.
That credit score also helped me with a 2.9% interest rate for the house. Prior to that, I would have been way past that. So I'm now saving about $50,000 in interest just because of what the experts have done. But then after I moved in, I uploaded my my bills for the cable bill. They helped reduce that. They reduced my cell phone bill to where now it's like $240 cheaper because of that. So I'm in love with the experts.
I love experts. You know, it's funny. You got so many testimonies. You actually forgot about them.
I forgot.
I mean, you know, Kim, it's so cool. Can you believe that people actually go out and try to convince people to save their own money and get lower interest rates? Can you believe that people actually have a hard time understanding the importance of low interest, and you sitting up here saving 50 grand?
Easy.
It's
now I
great.
can take that money and put it somewhere else to where it's going to benefit me and my son.
That's called phantom money. We're going to talk about that in today's training, guys. We'll do a special training at 9:30 right here, so you want to come back. Don Wilson, on his way to being a millionaire. What's up, Don? What did the experts do for you? Close us out.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so check it out. Everything that you were talking about, right? As you guys can see, like literally right over my head is 2 degrees. So when you talk about having a formal education, I have it, right? But when I graduated from college, I never experienced the amount of financial success that we was always taught to get. Like, I got these 2 degrees, and Brian, I don't even think the hat dropped out of the sky quick enough when Sally Mae and Navient was like, we need that student loan money back.
Yep.
But thanks to the experts here at Make Wealth Real Financial, my wife and I was actually able to income shift $1,000 back into our household every single month. And on our best month, without having a home-based business, the most that we got back was about $3,500 that Uncle Sam was taking from us. So we instantly brought 12 grand back into our house. We're bringing that $12,000 back into our house. My wife had a 60-month car note on her Lexus, and she paid it off in 13 months. The experts then, with us uploading our credit reports, they got my credit score from a 787, which was already in the excellent percentile, up to an 834. My wife's credit was not as good as mine. Hers was actually a 616, but they got hers up to an 816. Now, during the pandemic last year, everybody was not losing. We was able to refinance our mortgage thanks to us now having improved credit rates. Our APR went from a 4.25 down to a 2.25. That saved us over 90 grand in interest if we just paid the loan as is. But now, because we don't really owe anybody besides the mortgage company, we're able to make multiple mortgage payments each month. We was then able to, before the pandemic happened, take money from an old 401k that was just sitting there and was stagnant and put that into both a private reserve account. So we both now have a private reserve account. And then we were both also able to purchase a parcel of land down in Southern California. And so at the time of the consultation, we found out at that point in time that our net worth was about $480,000, but then able to add a few investment pieces to it, our net worth is now more than $650,000, and it's because of the experts here at Make Wealth Real Financial and this information you're teaching.
Very powerful, man. Hey, I don't know what else to tell you guys. $99. Okay. Everything that you heard, Don, thanks so much, man. Your testimony is always eloquent.
Hey, we're talking about it today. You already know who it is. Powermove06. Hey, we gonna begin. Hey, so we'll get right off into it today, all right? Hey, let me know if my stream is up.
Me too. My mouth was looking all weird, like.
Hey, so just like I said before, hey, they were gonna be talking about cash flow. Yes, who's cash flow? Your cash flow. So, hey, we had to come at you at a different time. It might be a little bit noisy, but hey, don't worry about it. We can get this content in the day. Hey, so like I said, I'm gonna lower at 8 o'clock, and we are going all in. So, hey, I'm a proud member of Extra Digit Movement. Extra Digit Movement. And we partnered up with MWR Financial, the ultimate cash flow company. This company was started by Mr. Bryan T. House. Yes, and Dominic Tosin, president of Field and Leadership Development. MWR Financial have been around 4.5 years. It's a debt-free company. Debt-free company, that's why we call it the ultimate cash flow company. But it gets better. We're talking about the complete cash flow system, how to create, increase, multiply, and protect your cash flow. So think about this. A lot of people don't have a actual, income problem. Because everybody's the income. A lot of people are having a cash flow problem. So think about this. If we could be able to help you create, increase, and multiply your cash flow, wouldn't you have more time to do things you want to do because you'll have more money and funds? It gets better. But let me go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. For $149.97 membership, cash flow membership, you and your spouse can get both of these actual deals. So think about this. Let me help you reduce your taxes, lower your bills, eliminate your debt, raise your credit scores, and get the keys to my home ownership. That's often the increase phase. In the multiplying phase, you can be able to actually get the cash flow snapshot, the diversified cash flow account, the private reserve account, land banking, and trust my assets. So think about this. This is a 2-for-1 deal. So think about it. Now just imagine you and your spouse can finally be able to have good spending power because both of y'all is definitely being able to win financially. But what I like about this membership mostly is this. Trust my assets will put the seal on the deal both for everything that you got going on financially. So think about this. Just imagine you don't have to worry anymore about you losing financially. Now that I let the cat out of the bag, let's talk about strategy number one. We talk about stream number one, your current income. We're going to talk about the 3 ups, 3 downs, right? So think about this. If your taxes were lower, you will have more income in your pocket. So think about it. You wouldn't have stuff like sales tax, state tax, federal tax, abalorium tax. There's so many different types of taxes we pay. You can pay COVID-19 tax. Did you know that upon when your baby is born, that your baby actually had to pay for being born? And even when you pass, you're going to be able to pay taxes on your death. But think about this. You can combat that. Now, debt is the second thing that you're going to be able to lower. Now, If you didn't know this, taxes is one of the first things to stop you from becoming wealthy, and debt is the second thing to stop you from becoming wealthy. If all your debt was lower, now guess what? You wouldn't have no more credit card bills. You wouldn't have no more kind of loans that you have right now. You have no personal day loans. All of this stuff will be down. But it gets better. Just imagine if all of your expenses were lower. But think about this. That means the cost of your living will be lower. So think about this. Taxes down, debt down, expenses down. You're going to have more cash flow in your pocket. But it gets better. Think about you increasing your actual income. And on top of that, right, you can be able to still increase your credit score and your assets. Imagine if your income was actually up, right? You have more time to be able to have spend. If your credit scores went up, now you have better spending power. But when you start getting assets, now you can be able to play big boy stuff. Your assets up. But on average, we have between $200 and $600 saved per member on this actual savings. Think about this. Across the board, you're able to save $250 million saved across the board for all of your actual customers. So think about this. Now, if you were able to save debt over $64,000 per member, think about this. If it's you and your wife, you actually saving more than $64,000 a year. Across the board, we got over $37,000 over 37 years saved in debt elimination. So think about it. Now, that's just two areas. Now, let's seal the deal on them. Now, we actually have some bill negotiators that you can be able to negotiate on average up to $140 saved. You'll be able to save stuff on like cable bills, cable bundles, phone bills, certain water services and stuff like that. But more so what I like about it is this. We saved over $3.5 million in savings for the bill negotiators. I'll wait. So think about this. If you actually really want to really kill the whole game, think about this. That's $2,000 saved per member a month. Now, I don't know about you, but if you was able to save an extra $2,000 per month, what could you do with that? I'll wait. If you was able to save an extra $2,000, you'd be able to do stuff like being able to finally able to start a true emergency fund. You'll be able to finally be able to start to save money for college for your kid. You'll be able to have money to truly start to invest. And not only that, if you had an extra $2,000, is this. Think about this. If you got an extra $2,000, you can finally be able to purchase a home that's if you're a renter. We're going to get off into that later, that we actually have a program for the people that's able to be able to buy homes that we're talking about keys home ownership. So think about this. With the Cashflow membership, you're going to be able to do stuff like being able to have a diversified cash flow account, a private reserve account, and land banking, and trust my assets. But let's talk about how all of them tie into each other, because due to time, we're going to get right off into it. So think about it. If you got a diversified cash flow account, this is like you having your actual savings account on steroids. Okay, so think about it. Just imagine you cut out the middleman of the bank and you starting to have an actually diversified cash flow account. But that gets even better. With a private reserve account, you're able to be able to start, a retirement fund for yourself that doesn't take major hits from the stock market. But think about it, that's for long term. That's for people for 18 years old to like 30-something years old. I love both of them because now you get this, now you become own bank and you be able to control a lot of your funds. Now they're just two areas. Now, land banking is where you buy land in the path of growth. Yes, we have some land off in Antelope Valley, California, that people like Warren Buffett, the 2028 Olympics, and the U.S. Air Force has already bought into this. Now think about it. If you know anything about Warren Buffett, he is a good investor. He's a businessman. He would not invest in nothing that he is not going to win. But think about it. I'm going to tell you how he's going to win. He's going to be making something like having a transportation system that's going to go from LA to Las Vegas, or however you want to put it. He's going to be able to actually doing green homes and This right here is going to promote more jobs for people with the transportation system and more better living for people. Not only that, the U.S. Air Force also has 6,000 jobs that they're going to be actually having for them. So think about it. Go ahead, get with the experts, get you some land in the path for growth. And I can tell you this, if you get that parcel of land right now, I don't know if any of y'all ever remember in 1996 when they had Atlanta. Atlanta went from Atlanta to Hotlanta. When I say it went from to Hotlanta, meaning that when it went to Hotlanta, meaning a lot of growth happened in Atlanta. Atlanta secured a lot of money and a lot of tourists that started to want to people wanted to come move to Atlanta because it was booming. And that's the same thing that's what's about to happen out there in Antelope Valley in that piece of land that we have when the 28 Olympics come. Now, I don't know about you, but think about it. Just imagine sitting on some land just waiting for a payday. That's what's about to happen when you get onto this actual land bank. But let's talk about what we want to seal the deal. Now, usually when we talk about trust my assets, we usually, have like people to demonstrate this, but for lack of a better term, I'm gonna get more to that at the end. So I'm gonna save that. With that being said, let's talk about some money. Let's talk about some money. Now, when I say let's talk about some money, meaning that our system that we got set up right now, right? With the opportunity. The opportunity itself, I'm going to cat out the bag, is for $249.97. That's one-time $100 startup fee, for $149 a month. You can get the red, which will actually paint, the green and the blue, all for $249.97. So now, instead of you just only having those experts do all those different things I was telling you about earlier, now you can make some cash on top of the money that you already make. So think about this. The only difference in between the actual membership and the opportunity is a $100 startup. So that's the only difference. Now, I know some of you saying like, man, how do I make funds? I'm gonna say this to you. How you make the funds is you're looking at it. All I do is promote. Yes, that's all I do is promote this business. That's it. I'll do nothing else. I expose you to the information and I promote it. Think about this. You promoting people on Facebook, you promoting people on Snapchat. Well, that used to be an old thing, but Instagram, you used to promoting people on TikTok. You even promoting the new blockbuster movies. Well, it used to be blockbuster, but the new movies that's coming out that's hot. So think about it. Why not promote something that's going to put some money in your pocket that you like doing anyway? Helping a lot of people financially stop living paycheck to paycheck and start to create generational wealth. So now that I got both of those things out of the way, let's talk about how that money is broken down in the opportunity. So I'm gonna tell y'all up front, we get paid 7 different ways. And when I say we get paid 7 different ways, I mean we get paid 7 different ways. And it's all by getting 3 people to partner up with you in one customer. It helps unlock a lot of this funds that we're talking about. But think about this. Every time that you sponsor somebody, you get a sponsor bonus of $50. So think about it. All 3 of those people you sponsor, you're going to sponsor, or that partner with, you're going to get $50. For every customer, you're going to get $40. And guess what? That's unlimited. But it gets better. If you do that in the first 30 days, you're going to get a momentum bonus of $150. That's in the first 30 days. In the next 60 days, you'll be getting $450 if you teach those 3 to do the same thing that you did with the first 3. If you do that in 90 days, teach those 3 to do the same thing, you'll get a grand total of $150, $400, $450, $900. Usually don't do math for public, but that's $1,500 in bonuses, y'all. But it gets better. So think about this. Now, there's different levels to this. Now, when you get to earn that $150 locked in, it's called a daily period, daily guarantee. This is how you be able to self-fund this opportunity that we're talking about. So think about it. That's just in the first ED1. Now, in ED2, at the second level, this is where you unlock when you're being able to make $600 a month Now you got an actual team of 12 people, and you unlock the actual weekly performance bonus. This week you can earn $300 per week for actually getting an extra 6 people to partner with you to be able to make this type of money. So think about this. If you could do this 4 weeks out of a month, we're gonna do math in public, but I'm gonna do it at this time. I'm not a rock scientist, but I know 3 times 4 is 12. You add the 0, that's $1,200 on top of the actual $600 that you will be able to make that, you know, at E-level 2. So that's $1,800 that you will be able to make. I don't know about you, but that's mortgage money. Now I know some of y'all tired of paying that high rent. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to get, you know, your mortgage paid for? My bad. The ones that want to level up to get my mortgage, the mortgage paid. But think about it. It's imagine if you had that for your rent before you got into your mortgage. So think about this. At level 3, at 83, this is where you be able to get into the leadership bonus. With the leadership bonus, this is where you making $50 a day. You making $50 a day, that's $1,500 a month. On top of that, that's when you unlock the leadership bonus. You can make anywhere from $30 to $150 unlimited. I'm talking about all the way from 83 all the way to national ambassador with this opportunity. Just like I said, all I do is promote this business, and whoever really wants this opportunity, hey, they'll get the information and get with the people at the end. So think about it. Overall, with this opportunity, we're able to make $5 to $15,000 a day. I'll wait. I'm gonna say a lot for the people in the back that think it's a game. You can make $15K a day. Yeah, I said it. That's more money that you will ever make than you being in some of these big time businesses. Think about this. They already got a cap on your income. The only difference between this income and the income you're making in a job or the career you're making right now, that income is wage. I don't care if it's salary, it's still wage. They take tax out of it up front. So think about this. Now that I'm gonna talk to you about all the 7 ways that we get paid, let's talk about how this money comes in. So here's a screenshot of one of our top earners, Mr. Bryan N. Bean. Mr. Bryan N. Bean will getting paid like $6,700, $1,100, $1,400. This is in daily pay. But think about this. When he first started, people used to clown him. This is how they used to clown him. Think about this. How they used to clown him. How they used to clown him at first. He got his first $5 text. And a lot of people were laughing when he sent the text out, say, hey, man, Bryan over there in that company, and he getting $5 a day, he happy. But what they didn't know is that $5 a day was compounded, because 5 times 30, that's 150. And as he went on and got $20 a day, then $50 a day, then 100, then from 100 to 300, on up to right now, he's making $1,000 a day. Yes, I said $1,000 a day. That's $30K a month. That's $300-something thousand a year. That's more than some people making in 5 years. That's barely making it out there. I'll wait 5 to 10 years for some people. But if you can look on the stream, you can see where he got paid $30 from Mary, 30 from Elijah, 30 from Ronald, 50 from Amy, 100 from Crystal, 30 from Corey. And you see the daily guarantee. They say a couple of things lie. They say men lie, women lie, but these numbers that you look on the stream right here, if done correctly, they do not lie. Think about that. This money on top of the money that you already making. It's a no-brainer. Let's cap it off with the actual pay chart. You see on the pay chart, we're making it from $1 to $15,000. I said before. First tier is $5 to $200. Second tier is $300. From $300 to $1,000. On third tier is $1,500 to $1,000. What I want you to do right now, I'm not going to focus too much on this daily guarantee, but what we're going to focus on is this. You do not have to run around and get a lot of people in this actual opportunity. You can get wealthy off this by yourself with your own income alone. But this right here, this adds a little bit of fuel to the fire. Would you actually getting this cash flow on top of the income that you're getting already? So think about this. Now, just imagine, if you look at this chart right now, what amount of cash flow can make you walk away from your job? Now, it might be a little bit small, but I'll tell you right now, just imagine making $5 to $15,000 a day. You compound that time a month. You can make upwards to $5.4 million. That's if you serious about helping a lot of people. I'll wait. I'm gonna let that stay up for a minute because what I don't go around doing is this. You see the numbers, you see the opportunity, and think about this. All I'm gonna tell you is this. Sometimes the opportunity that you've been looking for, you've been praying for, it presents itself right in front of your face. Now, I know some of y'all on those jobs right now, and I'm not knocking jobs. Jobs are a good thing for your current lifestyle. But this opportunity is for your future lifestyle, because your future lifestyle is going to be in investments, and it's going to be in you actually stepping out on faith and putting some more fuel to the fire. So, for all the people in the back, you can make from $5 to $15,000 a day. You can change your whole financial identity. So now that I've got all the things out the way about the money, let's talk about my actual mentor. He happened to be in the building, but he's talking right now, but we're going to explain it for him. So my mentor, Mr. Charles Ivory, he joined MWI Financial November 26, 2019, on March 31st, 2020. He was laid off from his job for 90 days with no pay. Thanks to MWI Financial, he was able to still support his family by earning 4 times what he was making actually on his job. He was an actual former VA benefits advisor out here in the Hinesville, Georgia, at Fort Stewart, Georgia. So think about it. Same thing like, with Bryan Bean. He went and he actually was making $5 a day at November 6th. He went from making $5 a day to 30 a day to 50 a day. By July, he was making $300 a day. That's $9,000 a month. Hey, when he went back after he came out there 90 days of, with no pay, he turned in his 2-week notice. Yes, Charles walked away from his job. He fired his boss. Now he completely works from home. Him and his awesome wife, Cookie Ivory, living the dream. Both of them walk away from their job, and they are living the dream, and they are making boatloads of cash on top of the money they've been already making. But it gets better. Think about this. We got some of our other business partners. We got like Miss Gail Andrews, she retired executive, IRS executive. Think about it. We got the IRS retired working with us. It don't get no better than that. But think about this. It gets even better. We got Miss Cashflow Christie. She's the first #1 rank earner in this actual female rank earner in this actual opportunity. She was a bartender in one of the busiest airports in the United States. We're talking about Hartsville, Atlanta. Yes, she went from bartender to now she retired from bartender, and now she's making over 5 hard figures every single month. And she was the one to design this awesome cash flow. When you wake up, you bake up. We got Mr. Sean T. Hill, retired school teacher. Think about this, a retired school teacher. It was a no-brainer to Sean. Sean saw this opportunity and he was like, man, it's a no-brainer. I am quitting this job and I'm out. And that's what he did. So now that I showed y'all some of my actual, business partners and my awesome mentor, Mr. Charles Ivory. Think about this. The results that we talk about out here, they don't lie. We got thousands of documented testimonies. We got people buying homes. We got people building homes. We got people, buying homes out in Dubai. We got people out here starting businesses. We got people walking away from their job left and right. We also got the most multi-millionaire residual rank club earners. And on average, we got a cash flow of $2,000, y'all. $2,000. But it gets better. Our annual rate of return of retention is 62.1%. That's for our business and our membership results. So that outperforms the cost. So think about it. We guarantee our money back if this is not working 30 days. But this is the catch. It's not a real catch, but it's a catch. If our opportunity and our experts and our services do not help you create, increase, multiply, or protect what you have going on financially in 30 days, MWR will refund you your money full return. But keyword, you got to follow all the steps and do everything they're supposed to tell you. If not, then you didn't follow the steps, then that is null and void. If you did everything, you didn't get no results, then they will give you your money back guarantee. So I love the fact about that. So now that I told you about the money, right? Now that I told you about the money, now that I told you about the services, and now that I told you about everything, let's talk about how we close the deal. So over here at Extra Digital Movement, we got a ton of things going on. And what we do is this. Over here, we got a ton of information that how we got a group of 100 years of experience. And with this actual experience, what we do is we help y'all go ahead and be able to plug in with Extra Digital. They educate you. MW already do all the heavy lifting. And all you do is promote the business. That's all you do. And we also have an app called the Extra Digit Connect. With the Extra Digit Connect, this connects you with all different type of people that want to actually get this opportunity. And right now, I'm on YouTube right now. Facebook was kind of acting up, but guess what? Hey, can't stop what we about to do. We putting this information out here because we know a lot of people need this information in order for them to start living paycheck to paycheck and start to create generational wealth by investing in the number one person, their self. And in closing, we actually leveraging on so many different platforms. Hey, we do three-way calls, we do three-way texts. We actually can be able to email you information all different ways. So you have full support with Extra Digital Movement. So think about it. If you got all that support, and we got all these different ways that you can actually be able to win, is a no-brainer for the situation. So at this time, truthfully, there's only two type of people I'm looking for. Two type of people I'm looking for. When I say I mean we. The whole Extra Digital Movement and the Wealth Syndicate MWR family. What we looking for is people that are number twos. Number two said, hey, look, I heard what you're saying about all these good services. I heard what you said about the experts, but all I want to do is protect myself and have the experts. Got it. For $149.97, hey, number twos, hey, we love number twos. You go ahead and get that membership. Now, number ones, we love number ones because all we do is promote. That's it. Expose you to information to promote. But what I like the best is this. Is only for a one-time startup fee of $100 and $149.97, you can be able to have this cash flow opportunity. So the only difference between the actual cash flow membership and the cash flow opportunity is both of them are $149.97 a month, and the $100 startup fee will get you where you need to be. So with that being said, hey, get back with the person who you seen this actual Zoom from. If you're looking at this on the replay because it's being streamed live on YouTube, hey, you need to get back with me or get back with the person who's seen this so they get you the information so you can start the day. But remember, all we do over here is expose, promote Extra Digital Movement. They actually educate you. MWR Financial, they do all the heavy lifting with the experts. So with that being said, get back with the person who showed you this and have a good night. Thanks for coming for Cash Flow over Sunday. We started a little bit late because we were doing Game Changer, but hey, nothing ain't about to stop us. So everybody that's looking at this replay, hey, in the chat, drop replay because we're going to show it on another platform. So with that being said, y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming out for Cash Flow Sunday. You were the person who showed you this. See you. Like I always say, I want to see you in the beach on the world because the bottom is way too crowded. Have a good night.